guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing this greenish smoky eye type thing that's not too heavy, and you can use it pretty much every day, or you know, I would do that every day. Some people wouldn't, but anyways, if you want to see how to recreate this look, just keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start with my brows, and today I'm using the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. It is my favorite. I'm pretty sure I've said that like a million times already, but it's either this or my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I usually just use this because it's just so perfect. I've been trying to do like a more natural brow instead of super defined because I feel like that's in right now, and I actually like it better just because, you know, less work and it looks natural. So that's what I've been trying to go for these past few months, or past 2 months. I always see other YouTubers when they do their eyeshadow first and then they do their eyebrows. I have no idea how they do it because I can't, I can't shape them afterwards, put some concealer just to define them more. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it, but I can't do that. And now just to kind of shape them just a little bit, not too defined really, but to kind of brighten it up, I'm using the Lorac POREfection concealer in the color. Well, I don't know the color because the sticker has rubbed off, but I think it's medium. I'm not too sure. I don't really remember. I bought it when it was on sale, so I don't really use it except for cleaning up my eyebrows. So I'm starting like way lower than I normally would when I'm defining my brows. I'm not being too precise with it just because I'm going to blend it up so it's not too sharp, but it still defines my brow a little bit. I feel like it just looks a lot more natural and less boxy whenever I do it like that. I'm just using my finger and blending up. You see, it's like not a real defined line, but it still cleans it up. So, and now we're going to start on the the eyeshadow. I'm using the Tarte Lid Lock Eye Base in Buff. It's really pretty. Just to make everything nice and even. Give my eyes a nice face. Alright, so let's dive on in. I'm going for like a nice green, subtle type color. Let's see how it turns out. I think I'm going to start off with my lid color. I'm going to be using the color Brownie from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to use this Morphe Y17 brush from their gold collection. Dip that into that bad boy and put it all in my crease. It says brownie like it's brown, but it kind of has like some green tint to it. So that's why I'm using this color. And right now it looks like I have a black eye, but that's just right now. And now, what color? I'm going to take a little bit of this nice olive green color in the color Chiffon from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And putting it a little bit lower in my crease. And I'm using a Sigma Exact Blend E32 brush. It's kind of like a fat pencil brush. I love it. And then I'm going to take this Morphe M507 small, fluffy, blending brush and use that to just blend everything out. But I don't want to take it too out because I just want it really in that lower crease part. And now I'm going to use a Sumptuous Olive from MAC. And I'm going to use this medium sweeper E54 brush from Sigma. It's really nice and dense and, not fluffy. So I love it because it picks up a lot of pigment. And I'm putting that all over my lid. And then I'm going to use this Sigma Blending E25 brush and just blend everything out. think it's looking good so far. I think I want a little bit more green in my crease. So I'm gonna take this color right here. Hopefully that looks good. This color, Dirty Martini. And I'm gonna put that in my crease as well. And I'm using that exact blending brush from Sigma. I was about to say Morphe, but it's not from Morphe. And then just blending it out with that same white fluffy brush from Sigma. I like it a lot. I'm gonna dip a little bit more into that brownie color from Anastasia and put it just in the outer crease, or outer V of my crease. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really want to do a wing. I want to just focus on the green. Okay, so now for my foundation. I already put some primer water from Smashbox on my face, and then I put a little bit of sunscreen. I'm gonna next do prime my face with the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer, which is really hydrating. I have oily skin, but I still gotta hydrate. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be using the De-Slick Complexion Primer from Urban Decay, just in the spots where I get like super oily, because this is like some heavy duty stuff. I'm just going to pat it right here around the top of my cheeks where I get super oily and my pores are big. I'm using the Hourglass Vanish foundation in light beige. I used this like 2 times already. And whenever I put it on, you can't see any of the pigmentation or acne or anything like that. It like fully covers it up, and I've never had a foundation that really does that. And so amazing. Anything that does maybe come up, I just, put a little bit of concealer on and it's good to go. But otherwise, this bad boy is a hero in my eyes. Oh my god, you're putting so much foundation on. Blah, 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 blah. That's what the haters were saying. But I don't care. My face, my foundation, I'm gonna do what I want. Okay, so now I'm using the Morphe E44 brush, which I just got. So I'm trying to kind of testing it out to just blend everything. So as you can see, it's pretty much covered up everything. I mean, this one's like really dark, but that's new, so that's gonna be super pigmented. But everything else looks super flawless, just even toned. I love it. I really love this foundation, and I just got it. So hopefully I keep loving it, and something doesn't happen where I don't love it anymore. Like it brings out my pores huge or something like that. Anyways, I'm just gonna cover up that little blemish really quick. And I'm gonna use this right here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that Lorac concealer just because it's closer to my foundation shade than my other concealer. So I'm just putting a little bit and then taking my pinky, or I don't know what finger this is, but I'm just tapping around it to keep that nice and covered. Okay, so now I'm just going to be using that Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And I'm taking this fluffy, blending brush from It Cosmetics, and I'm just putting it underneath each eye. And I'm not bringing it down or anything because this is to correct my dark circles, not to highlight. And then I'm using the Color Correct Concealer Palette from ULTA. As you can see, I need a new one. And I'm going to put a little bit of that yellow and medium color underneath each eye just to help conceal those dark circles some more. And then just blend it out with that same brush. Alright, so now we're going to move on to contour. I'm using one of my favorite products of all time. I've been using it non-stop this month. And it is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. and it's just like the perfect thing. It blends so nice. It's not too warm. It's not too, you know, grayish. It's the perfect thing, and it's just so nice because you can just use this like that, no brush needed, and then blend it out. I love it. And then I'm just taking a beauty blender and blending all that out. Okay, so now that I've contoured my face, I'm going to be using the Superstay Better Skin Concealer and Corrector from Maybelline. This thing is badass. It is like one of my favorite concealers. Like, it even beats my NYX one, and that's always been my go-to concealer, but this one's just so good and so pigmented that I love it. And then I'm going to really quickly contour my nose using that same stick. I cannot talk, I swear. I'm just going to blend it out using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And now I'm using the Kat Von D setting powder in translucent, or translucent setting powder, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just gonna put it everywhere I highlighted my face. This thing is no joke. It really helps keep my face matte. It really helps highlight my face a little bit more, make it brighter under my eyes. I think I love it more than the Laura Mercier, and that's been like my go-to #1 product for that. But I think this takes the cake. So I'm just gonna let that bake for a little while. I know I look ridiculous, but just sometimes that's what happens. Okay, so while I'm baking, I'm just gonna use this butter bronzer from the Physicians Formula brand. It is so beautiful. This has like been my go-to for the past 3 weeks. I love it. It's in the color Light Bronzer, and it smells like coconut too, so I love that. But like the good coconut, not the kind from Marc. And I'm just patting it on my contour. Not too much, because I really don't want a dark contour or heavy contour. But I am adding a little bit more to my forehead because I feel like I have a big head. So I want that to be kind of smaller, just a little small. Alright, so let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to take a Morphe definer brush, I think that's what it's called, in R43. And I'm going to dip it into that brownie color. I'm going to put it right in my waterline, on the outer edges of my waterline. And then I'm going to dip it into that, what color? Martini color from Morphe. But it doesn't match the top. Well, I'm going to put some olive, Sumptuous olive from MAC on top. Just like that. Love how it's coming out. Okay, so now moving on to the highlight, I'm going to spray my little highlighting brush from the it is R36 from Morphe, cannot talk. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. As you can see, it's like super shady right now, but I ordered another one before they ran out. And I'm going to be using the color Glow Getter, which is a nice like champagne gold color. Alright, so now I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Sweet Cheeks Blush palette. And it looks like this. It is like one of my go-to palettes right now. I am going to be using the nice coral color that's in the corner. Alright, so for my lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in London. It's a really good lip liner. I love this color. It's like almost the perfect nude. It's a little bit darker, but I like that. And then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Stripped, which is really pretty nude. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching our video. If you did, remember to hit like and subscribe to our channel, and everything that we use will be listed down below. So yeah, we'll see you next time.